Good morning, YouTube family. We are meal prepping today. So let me tell you what's on the menu, and then I'm gonna go eat some breakfast because I'm hungry. I need coffee to wake up, and then we're gonna start the crock pot stuff because that needs to, go all day and takes forever, and my meat is still frozen. But we're gonna stick it in anyways, so it's gonna take some extra time. Hello, little nugget. Hi. Can you say hi? Say hi. Hi.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Wait, can't see you.
Hello.
Say good morning.
Good morning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I worked the last 4 days and I work the next 5 days, so it's gonna be a little crazy and we need to have some food ready to go. Right, Brielle? Eating your pancakes for breakfast that I pulled out of the freezer?
Mommy, watch me.
Crock pot, we're gonna make some carnitas, some pork shredded meat, and we're going to use it for Mexican dishes this week. Usually I make it with a coleslaw, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. Need to make a breakfast casserole, and I have a huge breakfast sausage roll that we got from Costco that I'm going to brown up today and use for a couple dishes, so I'm going to use it in that, and then if I don't end up making the other ones, freeze it. That was in our latest Costco haul, which if you did not see, I will link it in the description box below. Also, we're going to make like a fettuccine broccoli with some kale pesto sauce from Costco. We've talked about it in a few videos before. It's so good. The kids actually eat it. I might put some chicken in there, either shredded chicken from the freezer or like canned chicken, and just kind of mix it all together. I'm going to make some curry tuna and mix it together, and we're going to put it in the crescent rolls that we also got from Costco because we did like ham and cheese in the oven in the crescent rolls. It was so good and the kids liked it, so we're going to try with some tuna to get some fish in because they're not usually a big fan of tuna, and so we're going to try with the curry and in the crescent rolls and see how they like that. And it sounds pretty good to me. Also, we're gonna have some fried tilapia, which is already in the freezer, so I'm just gonna like air fry that one day with some vegetables, so I might pre-cook some vegetables, possibly even like the leftover broccoli from the fettuccine broccoli stuff, or I'll pull something out of the freezer. Oh, and I have some Mexican street corn from Costco that we're gonna have with the carnitas meat, so yum. And we're gonna make some smoothies this week because it's such a good way to get vegetables and yogurt in, especially like spinach. And honestly, I don't want to overcook food this week. I think that's all I'm going to try today. So are you ready? Let me go eat breakfast. Coffee time. Cold brew. If you've never made our cold brew, I'm gonna leave the video in the description box below. It's so good, so easy. We make it in bulk. Actually, I need to make some today. That is on the menu today. I need to make cold brew because we are almost out and it takes a few days to brew, at least the way we like it. So check that out if you haven't already. I'm gonna go get some. Oh, and I'm also gonna make a chili. So I have this ground beef with like onion seasoning and stuff that I had in the freezer. So I defrosted it in the fridge last night, but I'm just putting it out here to continue to defrost because it's still a little bit frozen. So I'm gonna make a simple chili that I can just have for work, and like, it's gonna be so good. Brandon does not eat red sauce. It messes with his stomach. So when I make anything with red sauce or anything acidic, vinegary, like any of that stuff, I usually don't meal prep that for him because it messes with him. So when I do stuff like that, I just eat it as my meals, like at work and stuff. Okay, I've got my breakfast. So I've got one leftover protein pancake with the Kodiak mix from Costco. Well, you could get it anywhere really. And then a pre-made like protein shake, and I just shook it up. I used that liquid instead of milk or water. Poured it right in, ups the protein, adds flavor, which is really good. So it's vanilla. I did some scrambled eggs with goat cheese and like a Mexican 3-cheese blend, and I got my coffee. So I'm gonna go eat that and then I'll be back. All right, I've got about 3 pounds of pork butt from Costco that I divvied up, and so it's been in the freezer, so I took it out. I've got a red onion, and this white onion is for a different recipe today, but since I'm chopping onions, I might as well chop that one too. Got some garlic from the freezer. Got some minced garlic. Got some salt. Some pepper I'm going to crack on. Onion powder here. Cinnamon, which is the key ingredient apparently. Some garlic powder also, and some chili powder, of course. So I'm going to chop up some stuff, assemble it into the crock pot, and I will show you in a time lapse. let's go. I will link to the original recipe in the description box, and it's like you can do it in the Instant Pot or the crock pot. I don't have an Instant Pot right now, so I'm using the crock pot, but it's Lexi's Clean Living Kitchen, and it's the one I've made. And actually, I don't know, I made it super spicy the first time, and then I like diluted it with some brown sugar and vinegar, and it was really good. So I don't know what made it super spicy the first time. I'm going to try to make it exactly as the recipe says, and then if it's too spicy, especially for the kids, I'm gonna tone it down with some sugar and vinegar, and so I will let you know at the end of the video. So make sure you watch till the end how it turns out. Now that the carnitas are in the crock pot, I'm going to get all the stuff ready for the breakfast casserole so I can put that in the oven. And then I think up next we're gonna do the chili. This breakfast casserole recipe is so easy. It's so forgiving. You can basically put any vegetables in it. You don't have to put meat if you don't want to, but I'm gonna do breakfast sausage, as you can see here. So I'm not gonna use all of this in this recipe, but I divided it up into 3 parts, and 2 of the parts I put in bags and froze, and the other part I put on top of this after doing coconut oil to make it non-stick. Gotta let those 2 cool before I put them in the freezer. Making it stretch. I need a bigger kitchen, man. Need more counter space. Maybe I need to clear off my counter space. But I use everything like almost every day, so it's so hard. Whoa, a cat or a lion?
Panther.
A panther. Oh no, there's a panther coming?
Wait, a Florida panther.
A Florida panther's coming?
Yes.
Oh no! Where am I gonna hide? Hi, Brielle! So for this breakfast casserole, I'm chopping up some leftover Romano cheese and Parmesan cheese that we have. You can use any cheese. I have used basically all cheeses, and I've even combined multiple cheeses such as goat cheese and cheddar and this Mexican 3-cheese blend. I'm gonna crack all of the eggs in here and mix in the secret ingredient, which you can do without, but I add some heavy whipping cream, and this just helps to make it extra creamy. It makes it stretch a little farther. And this is a good time to tell you, if you have not already subscribed and you like meal prep videos and other homemaking things, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the OFB community. We seriously love getting to know you guys. If you are new here, go ahead and comment, "I love meal prep," and tell me what your favorite thing is to meal prep. Had to get the mozzarella cheese from the freezer because I used up all the cheese in the fridge and didn't defrost any last night. And so I'm gonna put this in the oven, and it's not even preheated yet, but I'm gonna stick it in anyways, and I think put it in for maybe 20-30 minutes. I'm gonna check it after 20 minutes, and just when you stick a knife through and it comes out clean and it's kind of still firm but not like watery, but not like you're cutting through, you know, something crispy, that's when you take it out. Yes, Benjamin?
He wants you to go to his shack.
Oh, okay, I'm coming. Set a timer for 20 minutes. And here's the finished product. I have been eating it for this week, and it is so good. I just pop it in the microwave for about a minute. So delicious. The good thing about batch cooking and meal prepping like all in one day is that you have less dishes actually. Since everything's already out, you can just reuse it. So I'm not even gonna wash this pot that I just browned the breakfast sausage in and then the onions and all of that. I'm just gonna throw the beef in for the chili because none of that stuff is gonna, you know, matter in the chili, and it will actually just add flavor if anything. So I'm gonna throw everything in for the chili and then put that on the stove to simmer for a little bit, and then I'll portion it out into pint-sized mason jars and put that in the fridge, and I can just grab one for lunch, top it with some cheese, or if I had sour cream, I'd do sour cream. You can put avocado on it, and it'll be like such a filling, yummy, you know, lunch at work. Okay, let's go. Okay, for this simple chili recipe, I am using a can of Rotel, a can of tomato sauce, the pre-browned beef that I took from the freezer, some garlic, some onion, and a bunch of seasonings like garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper, and I added some extra water and some beef bouillon, and a splash of Worcestershire sauce. So it may not be like a conventional chili, like I'm not gonna add beans, and I am going to add some of these at the end to cook in, just to add a little bit more substance, and it's just for me, and sometimes the beans are, you know, rough on the digestive system. So, I don't know, I just threw a bunch of stuff together. Get creative in the kitchen, guys. It's so easy to just try things out, and like, there's usually a way to fix it. Google is your friend. And like, I don't know, I've started experimenting in the kitchen in the last couple of years, and it's been so great, and it saves us money, and it's a, you know, outlet to be creative and to just use your imagination, and you can come up with some pretty good recipes that way. So that's the chili that I did, and so at the end I'm gonna add some of these and then portion it out, and I'll show that to you when it's done.
Agua.
Where's your agua? Oh, go get it. I think it's in the living room. Go get it. Oh, you're gonna go get it. Okay. Let's whip up some of the curry tuna now. For this simple curry tuna, I just had a can of tuna fish, some mayonnaise, curry powder, garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper, and then I just tasted as I went and added a little bit more of everything, whatever I thought it needed. I don't like it super dry. And we put this into the crescent rolls, which you'll see at the end, and it was really good. Actually, Brielle loved it. Made this yummy banana and PB Fit powder and vanilla protein and ice and yogurt smoothie. Both the kids are drinking it. What do you think, Brielle? Is it yummy? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, I added the egg noodles to the chili. Never done this, but we're gonna try it. So we're gonna cook those in there for 6 minutes. Ooh. And see what happens, and then I'll divide it up because I need the pot to make the fettuccine. So we gotta get this going. Ooh, I need to make our cold brew. Actually, I'm gonna try the beans in one of them that we got from Costco and see how that turns out. Stop. I just realized we don't have any pizza. So what we're gonna do is use this, which we had gotten to try before, and this stuff from Costco that was in our last Costco haul. And we're gonna have to get some. So I'm gonna try it. Hot. Hot. Burned my tongue. But it was good. I'm gonna give it another like a minute for the noodles. Oh my gosh, I burned my tongue. But the flavor is good. Show you what I've got. There's the chili with noodles and the pint jars. Somebody did ask me in the comments how I store my mason jar lids because, you know, it can get out of control. So what I have is, let me tilt this. So I have all of the rings in this half of the metal bin. And then I have just like an old makeup bag that is in this half, and that's where I put all of the lids. I probably have too many for what we actually use, but you know, I'm gonna declutter soon, so I'll go through and I'll actually pair it to like kind of what we have jar-wise. Sometimes it's hard because I go through seasons where I use all of the jars. I'll have some in the freezer, some in the fridge. Like I'll have done a big meal prep and then I don't want to have not enough. And then other times, you know, I don't have a lot, but we also use it for drinking glasses. So, you know, so anyways, this is how I store them. Hopefully that helps someone. After I filter it, I like to use the white caps. Let me show you. Which I keep all the plastic ones in a separate one because I like that it's one piece, but I do feel like sometimes liquid will leak out of here because there's no, you know, seal, you know, rubber seal or whatever. So I keep all of the one piece plastic ones, and I have a couple old, I probably need to throw it out, it's like rusting, but one metal piece that I feel like doesn't leak. All my plastic, I use this to put like cream in. If I'm gonna get coffee somewhere, I'll put my heavy whipping cream in this. You know, it's a bottle for like breast milk or whatever, but it's the perfect size because it's 2 ounces or 2.5 ounces. So anyways, I keep some of these, and I also have these lids for drinking through, and then you just get a metal ring and put it through, and these are good to put tops on for smoothies for Benjamin, which he has on one now. So I keep all that in this bin, and I just keep it up there on the top shelf, and so it's easy to grab, it's easy to organize and throw stuff back in. I actually have it up on the cabinet like this, and I stick it through this little part right here. So easy. We do have Pete's. I found some. I forgot I had put it in a big jar up in the cabinet. So here is the tuna that we're going to put into these crescent rolls that just come from the can. I enlisted Brandon's help here because I was dealing with the kids and trying to get everything else settled. So he rolled these all up for me, and we stuck them in the oven for, I think it was around 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you know, I can't remember, but watch them, and when they're golden brown, they are done. These are the finished product, and we had some pigs in a blanket also that night for dinner. So they turned out really good. We ate them all and it was good. Here's Brielle's plate. And here is the finished product, the carnitas. It was really good. It was not spicy, so I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the chili I used when I originally made it a couple years ago, but I did end up adding a little bit of sugar just to add a little sweetness. And I actually ended up freezing some of this into pint-sized jars so I could just pull them out and use them later. So Brielle is accompanying me here eating her tuna, and I'm just gonna portion this out and divide it up so we can eat it throughout the week. It was really good with the Mexican street corn. Here's the brown sugar. I'm taste testing it.
Spoon. Say spoon. Here. Brielle, go yum.
No.
Yummy?
What is it? And the best part is the cleanup for this when I use the crock pot liners. So here it is, all ready to go. And now we have the creamy kale pesto, you know, white sauce, broccoli with fettuccine noodles, and I added a can of chicken actually, and it turned out really good, I thought. So I'm adding just some of this sauce from Costco, and I'm going to add a little half and half, which we had left over in our fridge, and some of the Parmesan cheese, just the fake kind. Making it a little cheesy, I added some more salt and pepper just to spice it up a little bit, and it was really good. We all devoured this and ate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this meal prep. If you did, make sure to hit the like button because it really helps the YouTube algorithm to say, hey, let's promote this video. To check out more videos we've done, click below, and if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the button below too. Until we meet again, don't forget, life is better together.